Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a video all about my top tips and tricks for staying healthy in college and kind of making the most of your college lifestyle. This was super requested on Instagram when I did a poll a couple weeks back, and I'm finally getting around to filming it, so I hope you guys enjoy. Quickly before we get into the video, just a couple quick disclaimers. One, I'm definitely not an expert. This is just what's kind of worked best for me. I'm going to be a senior at Elon University this year, so I've definitely gotten the swing of things over the last couple years and finding what works for me and what doesn't. Since my freshman year, I've lost about 25 pounds. It's kind of fluctuated a little bit, which leads me to my next disclaimer, which is that college is kind of a roller coaster, and there's going to be periods of time, most likely, where you weigh a little bit more or you weigh a little bit less just because of your experiences, whether you're abroad and you're studying in Italy and eating a ton of pasta or whatever that may be. Like, college is definitely a roller coaster, and I think it's really important to be forgiving with your body and find that balance of making sure you're being healthy but also letting yourself go on like late night cookout runs with friends and stuff like that. I'm not sure if that made sense. Hopefully it did, and let's just get into the video. My first tip is to make time to go to the gym and find a partner to kind of motivate you. I find that if I have a friend that's relying on me to go to the gym or go to a class or something like that, I'm so much more likely to go because they're holding me accountable. Most likely your school or university has a really cheap or free access to your gym or classes. I know at my school we can sign up for like classes throughout the year, like Zumba or yoga, cycle, for $20 a year, which is insanely cheap. You go to like one SoulCycle class and it's like $50. So definitely check out what your school offers, even if it's just access to a gym. One of my biggest lessons in college was that even if I go to the gym for 20 minutes and walk on a treadmill, that's so much better for me than sitting at home for 20 minutes laying in bed scrolling through Twitter. Even if you have the perfect body, you don't want to lose any weight, it's still really, really good to exercise and release those endorphins, like I said. So making time to go to the gym or just be active in some way, shape, or form, I think is really, really important. My next tip, I'm sure you guys have heard before, but that is to drink water. This is something that I feel like if you don't do it, then it's just annoying to hear. Drinking water is so important, and I didn't understand that until I actually started doing it. Like, my entire life, I feel like I've been told, like, drink a lot of water, drink water, hydrate, but it makes such a big difference. It's easier for me to wake up in the morning, my skin is clear, I just feel so much better. I feel like my body functions better, it processes food better when I'm well hydrated and when I have enough water in my system. If you guys know me at all, you guys know that I drink an absurd amount of coffee, which is super dehydrating, so making sure to balance that out with water is really, really important and will definitely make a big difference in your overall health, whether that's like your complexion, your energy levels. If you have any stomach issues, it really, really has helped me. So definitely drink water, do what you need to do, get a Brita filter, get a hydro flask, do what you need to do, but drink your water. My third tip is to make an effort to walk or take the stairs. This is something that I always have to remind myself to do, especially if it's an early morning class and it's on the 3rd floor and I really don't feel like taking the stairs. I always force myself to. It's just a really easy way to get a couple extra steps in here or there. Same with walking to class. I know this will vary kind of by student and university, but I attend a pretty small school, so I can pretty much walk anywhere I want to go, whether that's going to class, going to dinner, going out. So I try to avoid taking Ubers as much as possible and walking to class instead of driving or anything like that. Obviously, safety first, like don't walk back late at night if you feel unsafe. But if you feel safe and it's a well-lit area, you're with friends, definitely walk, especially if it's nice out. It's just a good way to keep your body moving and burn a couple extra calories here and there. My fourth tip is to grocery shop, and I know this kind of varies whether you're on a meal plan or not, but even if you are on a meal plan, I would say just go grocery shopping for small, healthy things to keep in your dorm. I feel like that can make a really big difference, especially if you come home hungry. I'm a big snacker, so I like to have healthy alternatives to things in my apartment especially. I'm off of a meal plan now, and I think that that's really, really helped me because I'd go into dining halls and kind of force myself to eat things I didn't really like. I know not going off of a meal plan is ideal for everyone, but it really worked out well for me. I definitely don't put as much time as I would like to into meal prepping and preparing food for myself, but there's so many quick, easy dishes you can make. There are a ton of really quick and easy recipes out there that you can incorporate a ton of fruits and vegetables in, and that's what I try to find. For example, I really love making pasta salads. You can make them in really big batches and it can stay in the fridge. It's not going to go bad for a couple days, and you can throw in a bunch of vegetables, and that's a really great way to get those vitamins and nutrients in. And then my last tip is to meal prep if possible. Again, I know some people are still on a meal plan or it might not have a kitchen, but if you do, I think it's really, really great and definitely saves me time and effort. I definitely want to get better at meal prepping this year, but that's something that worked really well for me last year. I'd make a big kind of tray of roasted vegetables in the beginning of the week and stick it in my fridge, and then throughout the week I would make different kind of bases for it, whether that be a salad or a wrap, rice, pasta, anything like that, and then I'd put the vegetables with it. So I'd have those already ready to go. Meal prepping can also save you a little bit of money. For me, I end up using all of my produce instead of letting it go to waste by accident. Also, if I'm walking home from class and I'm absolutely starving, I know that I have a meal ready for me in my fridge, where if I didn't have that meal ready, there's a very high chance I would end up getting like tacos on the way home from class or something like that. Another thing that's really great to meal prep is breakfast. That's something that I easily skip out on just because I sleep in until the last possible minute before I have to get up and get ready for class. So sometimes I'll make muffins at the beginning of the week and kind of put them in individual bags to just grab and go, or you can pre-make smoothies and keep them kind of sectioned off in the freezer so that in the morning you just pop everything in the blender and go. Again, really simple and fast, doesn't take a ton of prep work, but keeps you full, healthy, happy, all that good stuff. So those are 5 of my top tips and tricks for staying healthy in college. Definitely let me know if you'd want a part 2 to this series. Like I said, I'm not an expert, but I definitely think over the last 3 years or so, I've gotten kind of in a good groove of finding what works well for me, and I'd be happy to share it with you guys if you'd be interested. Make sure to leave any comments down below with requests for future videos or anything like that. All my social media will be in the down bar per usual, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.